Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Abashai Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations unto my fellow laborers that do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. To the hopeful elect that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. To the confusion of faith that are joined unto our ranks. The few Akwaf that are listening and learning. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. And once again, I want to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders who rule well. And this is going to be a lesson about the great and terribleness of Yahweh and of Yahweh Shai, and how nature shows you itself that the Lord is very, very violent. He's great and terrible. These are images. That first video, Delicious Gophers, popped up in my feed, and I watched it, and then all these other ones. You know, once you watch something, and you start seeing other things, and you know, I have ones of giant spiders and it catch birds and frogs, and spiders so big they actually catch birds and lizards and frogs and things of that nature. Also going to show you that these things are abominable, and this is why we're not supposed to eat them. You know, meat is not meat. And that herring has a very long and sharp beak where he often stabs a gopher. As he grabs them out of their barrels. I'm going to play the video without sound so I don't get hit with any copyrights. But he viciously stabs this thing however he can get it, so it's screaming and squealing in pain. Then he maneuvers it until he can grab the head. And he opens his jaws and his throat opens up, his long, thick throat. And he swallows the thing whole. Sometimes the thing's not even dead yet. You know, sometimes they'll slam it on the ground until it's unconscious or stops moving. But sometimes the thing is stabbed, is screaming in pain, and then he swallows it. And that is a reflection on how cruel the Lord can be when he's giving out punishment. Right? That's why he says, my ways are not your ways. So let's start with a scripture. Because, you know, you got these wacky-tacky Christians and people who don't understand or speak evil of judgment. You know? So this is Deuteronomy, the 10th chapter, starting at verse 17. Alright? So let's actually click on that. Kill the sound. Alright? And as you watch the violence of this heron, okay? It's a vicious, vicious animal, man. Let me find that scripture. Here we go. It says, for Yahweh, your power, is the power of powers. And Yahweh of lords, a great power, a mighty and terrible power. All right? A mighty and terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward. So, you remember, man, the Lord would jack up those whom he loved, man. Okay? Moses didn't get to go into the promised land because he angered the Lord, man. King David lost his sons, his family, his children. You know? Oh, I'm trying to Salakia. Right, even Yahweh Shai, when he was on the cross, it said he died first for his own sins, then the people's. And then the scripture even said that it pleased him to punish him. All right, just trying to get this glare off the screen, Salaki. This light coming in. There we go. Much better. Okay, it says, verse 18. He doth execute judgment. Hold on. Really? It's lucky. He doth execute judgment of the fatherless and the widow, and loveth the stranger, in giving him food and raiment. Love ye therefore the strangers, for ye strangers in the land of Egypt. Thou shalt fear Yahweh thy power. Him shalt thou serve, and swear to him, and thou shalt cleave unto his name. Verse 21. He is thy praise, and he is thy power, that have done these great and terrible things, which thy eyes have seen. So the Lord created this creature, this beast, to be the way it is, to feed the way it feeds, to give out pain to these other animals as it feeds on them. Right? To stalk them, to snatch them out of their burrow, snatch babies away from their screaming. I watched one where the heron attacked the ducklings. Okay? The mother duck is with her ducklings, and this huge heron is stabbing these screaming little ducklings that are kicking and screaming as he swallows them. Look at that, man. That's an adult gopher. It looked like he stabbed him right through his face, man. See his legs twitching? That's a rat. Look like he caught a rat at the riverfront. This is a disgusting animal, man. But you got people who will hunt and eat these things, man. Okay? So the heron is a vicious, vicious animal, man. Look at that. He just opens up his throat and swallows that thing. This is the cruelness of nature, man. This is how you know that God isn't all love. And just like when small children die, small animals die, the Lord doesn't look at it any differently, man. Right? Like the scripture said, have evil been done in the city and I have not done it? Roughly paraphrased. Let's get another scripture. This is 2 Samuel 7:23. And what nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom God went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great and terrible for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. So the Lord was destroying the other people, the nations, and their God. Let's go back. And their gods in the same way, man. Okay? So he snatches up fish. He snatches up, these things, man. I was intrigued by this. I mean, I've always been one of those people who watch the nature shows, But like I said, this just came across in my feed, man. And when I saw that thing stab, the baby duckling, start attacking the ducks, I was like, what the I didn't know that birds ate other birds outside of like eagles and hawks. I know eagles and hawks are hunters. I didn't know that the heron is basically like the eagle of the ground, man. Because it's got those long legs and it walks around in shallow pools of water, and it snatches up small animals, man. And when animals come to drink at the riverfront, rats, gophers, small, it doesn't mess with bigger animals. It messes with the smaller animals, right? And best believe those ducks are kind of large, but small and baby ducks, they go right after them, man. Okay. Next scripture. This is Nehemiah 1:5. This is I beseech thee, O Yahweh, power of heaven. All right. The great and terrible power that keepeth the covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe observe his commandments. So he keep the love and the mercies for them who observe his commandments, man. All right. Like I said, nature is a great example of the terribleness of the Lord, man. When you watch a baby beast being devoured by a lion or get ripped apart by a pack of hyenas, you know, wolves attack, you know, watch one of these herrings snatch up small birds out of their nests and that sort of thing. Like I said, and that beak, which is sharp like a damn knife, man, like a damn, it's got like a spike for a beak, and that it stabs with. It stabs and grabs. All right, so this is a bloodthirsty, vicious, merciless hunter, man. Okay? A creation of the Lord. The Lord created this thing to be that way. Okay? Let's go to Genesis. This is Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 13th verse. Okay? Let me, it's the fish. Yeah, it's hunting mostly fish in this video. Wait, Salakia. See if I can find the one. Let's see. Before I read that scripture. Yep. There it is, man. That was actually quite disturbing, you know. Because a duckling has always been... Damn commercials. Woman beating up a room full of men. And then it won't let me click out, just making you watch it. Man, I can't wait to get out of here, man. All right. But this is Genesis 6, the 6th chapter and the 13th verse, and it says, "And Yahweh said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth." So the Lord used the earth to destroy them, man, and he's going to do it again. All right? He's going to bring on destruction yet again, man. All right? It's like that poor little duckling is being picked apart and swallowed by that herring. All right? And you know, in a lot of cases, that right in front of the lady as she walks by. Show you how oblivious, because if I was that close, I would have been watching and paying attention, and I would have saw that happen. I'm always catching things in nature that the average person misses. Now, there's a duck with a baby. He's trying to go into the right. He separated her. That's why she's spazzing out between her and her duckling. He stabbed it. He's dunking it and he's adjusting it. You see the poor little duckling is, and that, you know, that would have made me want to intervene, like come and scream at it or throw something at it, because you know, I'm an animal lover, man. But flip side of that is that if this herring doesn't hunt, it dies, and then this baby dies. You know, and the mother duck is trying to get it to let go of her child. She can't. She has no defenses against that thing. And now the poor little duck, his life is gone from him, man. So he just adjusted to swallow it. And you know what? And the Lord is going to devour Babylon with fire in the same way, man. For all your wickedness, man. So all you liars and thieves, you backbiters, you adulterers, you're gonna face that fire, man. Get swallowed up like that duckling, man. All right, this is Revelation 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So the same way the great and terrible power, which is our God, is basically what the word God means. It means power. That's why I often just say power. Just the way he destroyed the earth with earth. He brought the water from up, and he let the water come from the heaven. He opened up the fountains of the earth, and he killed all life, excluding the animals that he brought onto the ark and the 8 people that he brought onto the ark. He killed all the other people, man. And all those people were brought back through Noah's sons. So everybody on earth today is a descendant of one of the 3 of Noah's sons. All right? And a descendant of Noah for that matter. But that's also how you know it's all about the father, the sperm line, because it's not talking about you descendants of the mothers, the wives of those men. All right? You descendants of those sons, which was Ham, Shem, and Japheth. You know? And he's going to destroy all that flesh again. Well, he's not going to destroy all the flesh. I recant that statement. He's going to destroy a huge portion of people, man. So a huge portion of people are going to get that death by pain. Same way this little duckling is, man. And this is hard for me to watch. You know? I was like, damn, this is fucked up. So with that, I hope this was a edifying lesson. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Abashai Bashim Wakak Wadash Wa Abad Babal.